Alright, hey guys, Mitch here with the AudioDabbler YouTube channel, and I'm going to take a look at SpaceCraft. There's a lot of internet buzz going around about this app, and so I'm just going to take a look at it, load it up as an AU effects inside of AUM. One thing to note is when you see it, when you load it up as an AU, it'll only show one, but if you drag the bottom thing down, it'll show you two, because this is what the standalone app looks like when you bring it up in standalone mode as opposed to AU mode. AU has it's constrained proportionately to something. I don't know, however the blocks figure it out, but if you extend that all the way down, it'll show you both the grains waveform areas that you can play with. So this is SpaceCraft. It's a granular synthesizer, which you can just do a lot of fun stuff with. So I'm going to not be negative about this, because there is a lot of little things that could be, I could sit here and talk for hours on, but I'm just going to show you what it does awesomely. And the developer seems to be really active and things, and so we'll see. For $2.99, you know, it's a pretty good first start. So let's do kind of a once over. You got a cogwheel here, and you've got some settings for the LFO, for the keyboard, so you can change the LFO to make it sine, saw, or triangle. And what that is doing is modulating the playhead. So let's move to the playhead, and you can see it's moving the playhead around like so. Let's bring the volume back down. You got a reverb and filter section here. You've got the grain size over here. Little grains, big grains, slower grains, faster grains. And everything is represented on inside the waveform here. You've got some sort of, you got like an arpeggiator right here. And that is based on either a major, minor, or Lydian. And this is taken, so if you play a C note in here, then this would be a C minor scale, and this would be a C minor chord, because that's the first, third, and fifth. So that's how that's working. And so there's 7 notes, so you got an octave up and 2 octaves down. And it does kind of play with however you hit the notes. And so it is a played as kind of arpeggiator, which is kind of cool. You got a ring mod and pitch modulation here. So that's kind of cool. And so then you got 2 of these you can play with, so you can put 2 different samples in. What I will say that when you have your import sounds here, if you're inside as an AU effect, right now you cannot load anything via this little button here. It'll crash on you, but you can record in. And so I have I'll show you how I have it set up. I have USB 2, which is pointing to my microphone right over here. And so I'm just going to whistle into it. And get a nice whistle, and then I'll just bring it up. One cool thing is you can just, you can reset everything, and it'll reset everything to the default in the middle. You just watch your ears like I just showed you. And this pane up here, this is just for navigational purposes only. This has nothing to do with editing of the sample. So some users might think if I zoom in right here, then I'm only going to be using this part of the sample, which is not the case, because this is just for navigation purposes. So you can zoom in and really move the playhead where you want it. And so this LFO is modulating the playhead. And so the closer in, it's going to be not moving the playhead, and as you move it over, it's going to move the playhead around. little more reverb. And so you can see it's kind of playing the different playheads, different pitches. And if you want to do like a, bring it over here to this top corner, you're going to get more like a washy kind of effect where it's going to be playing little short grains and a lot of them, and it's going to just throw some reverb on it, and you get this nice, or this is kind of creepy, but different samples will produce different things, and you can get some nice shimmery pads, or you can get some crazy freaky looking sounding things like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do another little weird sound with my mouth. Boom. Boom. So just a lot of fun to be had just with, there's, a few apps that came around here lately. Tardigrade is one, and this one, just the ability to just take a sample and, like, this is a simple whistle and a weird noise I made with my mouth, and just come up with some eerie, freaky, or, I plucked my guitar the other day, and it just made a really nice little arpeggiated guitar part. That's really, really cool. You can, in standalone mode, you can record. I'll go ahead and show you that. You can record, and this is recording the performance. Stop. It'll ask you where you want to save it, and you can save it in anywhere in your iCloud or into audio share, wherever you want to. So if I just want to put it in audio share, boom, there it is. Go to audio share. And it was called SpaceCraft, and there it is. So it's really easy to get what you want, get it out of SpaceCraft right now, just by simply just hitting record and just playing around with it, and then exporting it out. And bringing it into another app to chop it up or do whatever. So, yeah, there's SpaceCraft, and from here you can easily import. It'll bring up the browser section, and you can import whatever you want to. And tell you what, let me do this. Where did I find that at? Under Novation, some samples I got from them. Let's see. Novation, I think it was under Base Station. Loops. Let's just do that one. So definitely some sci-fi can definitely lend itself to select some sci-fi weirdness. almost be like a kind of the background noise, the soundscape of like a weird ship or something. With the rumbles. So there you have it. There is SpaceCraft. You know, definitely rightly named because it's like a control center and you're just a moving around. This is an in the moment kind of app right now, and you just hit the record button, get in the moment, and then just put that thing wherever and create you some awesome things. So thanks for watching, guys. All links are in the description, and I will talk to you guys later.